Okay, boys and girls, this is the update on the ls3 525 install on the 87 SS Monte Carlo, and today we're going to talk about cooling. I'm showing you a picture of a box here that I'm using for a transmission cooler. It's a Durrell 13740. It's got two 5-inch fans, 5.5-inch fans that blow out 630 CFM, and it's got a 19-row cooler. To show you how that worked out, I'm going to show you now. I installed it here on that front panel behind the rear bumper. If you notice, I just cut the hole out so that the air could flow through it and mounted it there. Now I'll get underneath the car and show you what that looks like. I plumbed it with AN6 lines, and that runs directly to the transmission, and I'm going to attempt to cool the transmission with just the Durrell cooler. I think it should be sufficient. This is what it looks like mounted up to that front pan. It's pretty powerful, so I think it's going to work out fine. I'll let you know more when I first start it up. That should be within the next couple weeks. The rest of my cooling is consisting of this condenser here. If you notice, it's got the ends on the passenger side. That's to go directly to the compressor. That's an 87 Cutlass G-body Cutlass condenser. I'm going to use the stock, well, it's a Modine 3-row radiator, basically a stock design. I've had it pressure checked, and any repairs that need to be done on that. New cap. This is where I'm going to put my steam vent from my motors, right there. So that was conveniently put in there, and this is just capping off the transmission. Like I say, I'm not going to run that through there. Attempt to keep the motor a lot cooler. This is my cooling fan. That's out of approximately about a 91 Ford Taurus fan, V6. It's a pretty high output. It's 39 amps, or 36 or 39 amps on high speed. It's a 2-speed fan, and I had this shroud made years ago to fit this, and this just goes right in there like so, and it bolts in there. So that goes on. This is excuse me just a second. As you can see, this is cut out for the fan and also for the top of the core support. So that bolts directly in there, and it's made specifically for that fan. So that's something handmade, and I had it on my other engine that I had in there. But essentially that's what's going on with the cooling. I've got the Dakota Digital in there. I guess you've seen that from the last video. I've done some prepping today on the steering shaft. I got my battery pretty well getting ready to go. So this is what's going on. Again, I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate the views. I did get the headers bolted in with stage 8 bolts. Got the titanium covers on the spark plug wires. That all squared away. Transmission is plumbed. The starter is in. Hope to be firing it up pretty soon. Next update we'll have will be more than likely the brake hydro boost system, and then after that it'll be starting up and going down the road. I've got some wheels and tires ordered, and I'm excited about that, and I look forward to our next video on the hydro boost. Hope you all have a great evening, and again, thanks for viewing.